Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine and you're watching Yazz'n It Up, and we are doing our winter project pan for 2018 to 2019 this year. I'm so excited because I've been doing project pans for the last couple seasons and I just enjoy doing them. I enjoy picking products and using them throughout the whole season to try and get as much use as I can and to try and love products that I may not pick up. So I picked out another 15 items to try and use for winter, and if you guys haven't seen my fall project pan videos, there is a project pan playlist that I have on my channel that you guys can go watch. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. So before we get started, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm doing a pan that palette on my Instagram, and the palette that I chose is the Carly Bible and BH Cosmetics palette. This is the first edition that she came out with, so I'm just going to give you guys a sneak peek. I've been working on this for only a couple months now, so I don't have that much progress, but I do have pan on this top shade here. It's just a nice shade to set my entire lid with. I did break this shade here in the corner, so I've been really focusing on this highlight right here, so hopefully I'll be able to hit pan on that one soon. The mattes in here are great, and the shimmers, they all kind of just look the same to me since I've been using this palette consistently. But pan that palette, I don't really have a time frame on this. I'm honestly just trying to use up this whole palette and then move on to the next palette and try to pan that palette. Like, I'm just trying to get through my palettes that I'm not loving as much, so this was the first option. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram already, it'll be listed down below so you guys can see monthly updates on this palette and how I'm doing on it. So now let's get into the 15 items that I'm going to be panning and using up for winter time. So now we can get started with our 15 items, and the first one I have here is actually from my fall project pan. This is the Freeman Charcoal and Black Sugar Mud Mask. I didn't finish it last season, and if you guys haven't seen my last video, which will be the finale to my fall project pan, I pretty much either threw away some of the things or I put it back in my collection. This is the only item that I'm rolling over to my winter project pan because I'm really trying to get through my Freeman masks, the ones that I don't love as much. So this one I have a good amount finished with, and what I learned from my fall project pan is that I really need to start marking things. So I am going to be marking things after I'm finished this video where I can see where I started, and you'll be able to see the progress that I have when I do my halfway update. So this is my first item. Next item here I have is my La Vida Parfum. This is a Wannabe Juicy Couture perfume. I got this at Five Below for $5. It smells so close to the Juicy Couture perfume, but this is obviously just the knockoff brand. So I'm trying to build up my perfume collection hopefully in the future. So I'm just trying to get the ones that aren't really perfumes out of my collection. When I was younger, obviously I couldn't afford real perfume, so I went to Five Below and I picked up the $5 bottles, which this works great. It smells really good. It just doesn't last as long. So as you guys can see, I'm about halfway done. Like I said, I'll be making marks, so hopefully I'll be able to finish this throughout winter and I'll be able to get this out of my collection. Next item I have, I actually DIY'd. I think it was last Christmas. I made a sugar scrub with my friend Hannah. We made our own sugar scrubs. So here's what mine looks like. We honestly just mix coconut oil, sugar, and an essential oil. Mine is peppermint, and it smells pretty good. You can use the scrub to scrub your lips to exfoliate them. So honestly, since I've made that video, I've only used this a handful of times. So before this expires, I want to make sure that I use this up. So the goal is to use this up completely because I'm not really sure how good coconut oil lasts until when it's mixed with sugar and essential oils. So before it gets moldy and nasty, I want to make sure that I get as much use of this as possible. So during my fall project pan, I actually emptied an entire chapstick, and it was pretty much brand new. So I have another chapstick here that I used to love. This is the Baby Lips Dr. Rescue in Berry Soft. So here's what I have left of it. It's just a little nub, but I don't gravitate to it as much anymore because it's tinted. I used to wear this in the summer when I didn't want to wear any lipstick, but now that it's winter time, I do prefer wearing lipstick. But this one is honestly old that I feel like I need to use it within this season, otherwise I'll have to throw it away soon. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just put on a liquid lipstick and then I'll apply this over top or even underneath. That way my lips don't look as chapped. So that's how I'm gonna try and go about this item. Like I said, used to love it, but not my favorite anymore. So hopefully I'll be able to empty this by the end of the season. So diving into some makeup, I actually picked two liners. The first one here is a liquid eyeliner, and this is the NYX Vivid Brights in the shade Red. here's what it looks like here. It's honestly just a nice red liquid eyeliner. I absolutely love the brush and formula on these NYX liners, so I'm really going to get the most use as I can in this liner before I have to throw it away. It is maybe a couple years old and it needs to get thrown away before it gets dried out, so I really want to put some love and effort into this guy. And the other liner I chose is a retractable one. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Lash retractable eyeliner in black. So here's what it looks like. I'm going to try and scroll this up so you guys can see how much I have left. Okay, so as you guys can see, that's how much I have. I'll probably track this on a paper so you guys will be able to see my progress, but this is not my favorite liner. It's just a little bit dry, so I want to make sure that I get use out of this before it goes completely dry. I have a skincare item here. This is the New Rejuvenate 24-hour eye moisturizer. So this is actually double-sided. I showed you guys this in my Get Unready With Me, like me taking off my makeup. So this is basically an eye cream. One of the sides here is for day and the other one is for night. I actually don't like the day one. I actually put that on my neck and on my chest because it has SPF in it. It like burns my eyes when I get near my eye, like if I put it under my under eye, so I only use it on my neck and chest because we have to moisturize those areas too. So in the night one, I enjoy using that for under my eye, so I plan on using this throughout this season because this is so old and I honestly just need to finish it up. I have an issue where sometimes I start something and I continue to use it and then I stop and I don't use it for a while, so that's what's happening with this product. So hopefully I'll be able to get this out by the end of the winter. In my fall project pan, I did finish the liquid lipstick that I picked, which was a ColourPop one, and I picked another liquid lipstick, but this is the Tarte Tarteist Lip Paint in the shade Delish. This is just a little baby. I think I got him as a birthday gift or like a perk or something. So, oh geez. So him I've had for a while and I just want to finish it. Honestly, it's just a little baby and I feel like I wouldn't have a problem using it. It's a neutral brownish nude shade and I think it'll be nice to use during the winter time. So next item I have here is another little baby. This is the Laura Geller Spackle Tinted Makeup Primer. So this is just a little primer. I tried using this up in the summertime, but it made me look like a grease ball. I had put it in my everyday makeup drawer and it just didn't work with my skin type, but now it's getting a little bit colder and my face is getting a little bit drier, so I think this will be perfect to try and use up for this season, because next season for summer I wouldn't be able to use this at all because I would look so nasty and greasy. So I'm super excited to use this up for this season. So last season I did pretty good on panning my foundations. I picked 2 half full L'Oreal foundations. So this season I picked the CoverGirl Clean Matte Liquid Foundation in Soft Honey. So here's what this little bottle looks like. I'll have to keep it sitting up to try and mark it because it was laying down in my makeup collection. So I feel like it's about maybe here ish if I'm estimating, but it's pretty full. I've been enjoying this lately, mixing it in with my Maybelline Dewy foundation, but I actually finished that one up, so I need to mix this in with another foundation that's a bit too dark for me because this one is too light for me, but hopefully by the end of the season I'll have finished this up. I have one last item in this project pan that is not makeup related, and this is the Bath & Body Works Winter Candy Apple Body Butter. This is just a little baby size. It's 2 ounces. When Winter Candy Apple first came out, everyone and their mom was in love with it, and I'm like, it's not even that good. And now that time has passed, Winter Candy Apple is so good. It's one of my favorites now. I've fallen into the hype and I have pretty much everything that Bath & Body Works sells in Winter Candy Apple. This just smells so good. Oh my god, it smells so fresh and appley. Oh my gosh, it's delicious. I've only used this a couple times, so I need to use this entire 2-ounce bottle, which will obviously be no problem because I moisturize pretty much every day, probably more than once a day. So, and the fact that it's Winter Candy Apple, it'll be so easy for me to use. But this smells so good. If you guys haven't smelled this yet, what are you doing? Go to Bath & Body Works Winter Candy Apple and get yourself either a body butter like this, or body spray, body shower, whatever it is. Winter Candy Apple. So I have an eyebrow product here. This little baby pencil is from Ellen Tracy. I got it in a kit when I got a gift for, I believe, my birthday. And I'm putting this in my project to try and use this all up, because if I wouldn't put it in a project, I would just sit there. So this is like a nice brown shade, and I think if I mix it in with other brow products, this will work good for me. So as you guys can see, this is just a little baby guy. I haven't even used him once, so I really want to put some love and effort into this guy and try and use him up for this season. So I only have a few more products left. The next one here, I picked a blush. This is a Mark Wynn's blush. I got this from my mom like when I first started getting into makeup, so there's no name of what the actual product is. We just know it's a blush and it's from Mark Wynn. So here's what it looks like. I actually already hit pan on it. It's a bright shade, but it's honestly kind of old. Like I said, my mom gave this to me when I first started getting into makeup, which was in like middle school. So it's pretty old. So I just want to get this out of my collection, considering it doesn't have like a name or anything. Like I really know nothing about it. So I just want to get this out of my collection. And honestly, it's a pretty nice product. But if I talk about it, you guys won't be able to get your hands on it. So that's the only reason why I have it in this project. Next item here is from Wet n Wild. It's honestly not one of my favorite items that Wet n Wild makes, but it is their Wet n Wild's Coverall Liquid Concealer. Here's what this looks like. I'm at the point where I took the stopper out and I'm just scraping the product, so it's almost done, but I just stopped using it because I'm sick and tired of it, honestly. It's a terrible under eye concealer, so what I've been doing is using it as eyelid primer, and there's a special way where you have to use this product, otherwise it just won't work. You have to apply it and let it sit there for a little bit and then rub it out to spread it over your eye. It's a project to use, and I just really want to get this out of my collection to throw it away, and I don't recommend this honestly, but I'm going to try and finish it up for this project. Last but not least, I have a ColourPop eyeshadow. Here's what it looks like. It's in the shade Thirsty Girl, and oh my gosh, this is such a great eyeshadow. Here's what it looks like. If you guys can even see like the bottom of the pan, like the rims of it, I can see it like here. This is such a beautiful goldy bright shade. You don't need to use a liquid to metallicize it. You just dip your finger in it and apply it to your eye, and it's so gorgeous. My first ColourPop order, I picked this up, so I know it's a little bit old, which is why I want to try and use it. And I know that ColourPop eyeshadows do tend to dry out sometimes if you don't close it correctly, so I want to get a lot of love and use out of this before I have to throw it away. But it's genuinely such a beautiful shade, and I absolutely love it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. I absolutely love doing these project pans. So this winter project pan will last from December 21st to March 20th, and then it'll be another project pan. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It's the red button down below, and right next to it there's a little bell that you can click on to get notified when I upload videos once a week. My social media is always listed down below if you guys want to follow me, and if you guys want to see my progress on my Pan That palette. I hope you guys have a great day.